Oh, you don't have to do that. Thank you, guys. So like I said, my name is Patty, and this is my carriage. So we do like to call this one the Patty Wagon. The real stars of the show, of course, are our boys up front. Today our horses' names are Mason and Tony. Mason's over here on the left, he's the big one. If y'all want to say hi, Mason.
Hi, Mason.
And then here on the right is Tony. If y'all want to say hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Fabulous. Now, Mason and Tony are Percheron draft horses. That's what two breeds we use here. We use Percheron and Belgian. We can actually tell the breeds apart by color. Give me that while y'all are here. Horses! Oh, yeah, you guys got it. Perfect. Horses don't stop for pedestrians, so they need to get out of the road. Otherwise, they'll get hit by a taxi. And that's never fun. For real. So these are Percherons that come in black, white, and gray. And Belgians are the sort of orangey brown color you've seen a lot of our other horses. Over here on the right is Marquette Park, named in honor of Father Marquette, who was here in the late 1600s doing missionary work with Native Americans. And up above right there, you're going to see Fort Mackinac. That will be the last point of interest on your tour today. Now, as you make this super awkward left-hand turn, if you want to lean to the right and kick anybody you don't like out to the left, feel free. So right there on the right is the American Fur Company retail store. It also serves as the Dr. William Beaumont Museum. Dr. Beaumont was the doctor before here in the 1800s, and in 1822, a young French-Canadian fur trapper named Alexis St. Martin accidentally shot himself in the stomach in that store. Now, luckily, Dr. Beaumont was able to save his life, but he didn't have as much luck when it came to the healing process. There was still a golf ball-sized hole left in Alexis' stomach. Through that hole, Dr. Beaumont did over 250 experiments on the digestive system. Some of those experiments were tying different types of food to pieces of string, putting it through the hole in the stomach, and pulling the string out to see what had happened to the food, which is disgusting. But that's how they discovered it was enzymes and not muscles that digest food. Over here on the right, you'll see the post office. The post office on the island is special. It is one of the only ones in the country that will not deliver mail. We don't have mail delivery here. Residents have to go to the post office to pick up their mail. So we have given this place the unofficial motto, rain, snow, or hail, please come pick up your own mail. Over here you'll see the courthouse and police station. Behind the big bay doors on either side of that building is where we hide Mackinac Island, deepest, darkest secret. There are motorized vehicles back there, you guys. The scandal, I know. We do have some cars here. We've got ambulances, fire trucks, and a police car. Because as often as Mason and Tony are, you don't want these guys to be the speed of your ambulance. Over here you'll see the Benjamin Blacksmith shop. You can go in there and see live blacksmithing demonstrations. And then this is the Biddle House and Native American Museum. The Biddle House is said to be the oldest house on the island. Parts of it date back to 1780. When the Biddles bought that house in 1830, they just took a down payment of $100. Over here on the left is Cindy's riding stable. If you would like to go horseback riding while you're here, you can go into Cindy's and rent yourself a saddle horse to explore the 75 miles of trails out in the state park. Here you see the medical center. We have a full-time staff in there and one doctor. But their hours are 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. So please plan your injuries accordingly. Down here on the left, the two green buildings with white trim. That's the Twilight and the Windsor. Those used to be hotels. Now it is Grand Hotel Employee Housing. The Grand is the island's largest employer. They hire over 600 people every year. Most of them are foreign workers or college kids like myself. In that little yellow box, you'll see some newspapers. That's the Town Crier, the local newspaper here. It publishes once a week in the summer, but only once a month in the winter. Not a lot happens here in the winter. It is really cold and hard to come to the island, so nobody ever really comes to visit, and that's why we only publish once a month. Straight ahead of you there, you can see the water. That is Lake Huron. A lot of people think that you're in Michigan, and that's Lake Michigan. It's not. To get to Lake Michigan, you have to be on the other side of the Mackinac. Over here on the right is the Chambers stable. The Chambers family owns and runs our company. They've been here for 5 generations, and have been giving horse-drawn carriage tours of Mackinac Island since before the Civil War. So in this building is where we keep the wedding horses and carriages. If you ever see the white door on the front there open, you'll see wedding carriages inside. And if you can see the wedding carriage, that means we've got a wedding that day, which is never very surprising. I've seen at least one today, I saw 2 yesterday, and we average over 250 weddings here every year. On the left, this big tree, that is the oldest lilac tree on the island. Michigan State University came out and took a course